Hi everybody, hope everyone's having a good week. With this current assignment, Module 4, it's a little bit more difficult for me. I know some people also had a little bit of an issue with the fact that they weren't from Kansas. Yeah, I'm in South Korea, so it was a little bit more difficult again. So I hope whatever I'm talking about actually makes sense. I am 100% sure I don't know if it will or not, but I will try. Um, Along with a fellow student, I know I teach in South Korea, so my principal and other staff, the English level is not very high, so setting up a proper meeting and being able to discuss these things is all but impossible. So I will do my best to apply the KISA standards and everything to my school as best as I can. Okay, so from the little bit of research I've done on the KISA standards, I noticed that yeah, there's quite a bit of difference between the KISA and the QPA, especially in the fact that the QPA was an annual assessment. So there was no proper foresight, I guess, no like long-term foresight. Um, the KISA standards is over a 5-year period, which is much better, and every year you can apply your standards and see how you're getting on, which is there's a goal basically in mind, which is far better for a school system, to be honest. With my school, because it's obviously it's a Korean elementary school, which is a little bit different than some other schools here. The academies are private schools. So my school is run by the Board of Education completely, so they have to set certain standards. But the certain things will have to be ruled out, especially from the 5 hours when it comes to KISA. So I would completely rule out or give my school no evidence for responsive culture, which is sad, and rigor. Results, I would say also not really any evidence of that either in terms of a broad standpoint. I might say something about that later. I'm going to apply it to relationships and relevance. Relationships definitely applies to my school. We have a very strong relationship with the parents of students. Of course, especially first graders, second graders, and third graders. Fourth, fifth, and sixth, the relationship is there, but there's less of a need for it for a lot of parents and students. But it is still there. Their homeroom teachers do a lot of parent-teacher communication. We, as the English teachers in the school, we don't communicate with them that much, but we do see them at least twice a year. So the parents can they get to come in, they get to see our classes, they get to kind of assess for themselves how exactly we're implementing the lessons and everything. The other one would be relevance with the technology. Our school, like a lot of other schools in Korea, are making huge jumps in in technology in the classroom. So almost every single classroom either has a computer and a TV, which are linked together, or the brand new ones have smart TVs, which is fantastic. Anyone that's ever used them, the whiteboards can go in the trash. Like, to be honest, smart TVs are amazing technology, and they really do make it much, much, much better. Um, One area that I would have to say that I definitely would like to fix is the relationship between. This will be in relationship. So the relationship between the staff and everyone in the staff. Their communication can be quite sporadic, I guess you could say. They're not very open to advice or even opinions. It's a lot to do with the culture here, and you get used to it after a while. You learn to apply your own way of doing things. But that would be definitely the major place that I would like to see change. To do with the standards, I picked standard 1C. I would really love it for my school to properly put forward their views so I can have a proper understanding of exactly what I'm supposed to do in the school in terms of how I'm supposed to help the students and everything. The other standard would be standard 4B, a proper assessment of the students in terms of our English classes would be nice, more regular. Right now it only stands, I think, at 2 assessments a year, which is kind of, to be perfectly honest, not very big. The love of learning would also be a huge thing that I love helping my students. I like trying to help them like English, but the way their school system is set up, it's It's not very easy to do that. Standard 6 would be the next one, B. At the moment, our school's actually having a problem with turnover. They are not very good at turning over teachers. Teachers leave and they're just not prepared, and it's something that puts a lot of stress on other teachers, especially myself, to be honest. And it's something that I really, really, really think that I would like to see change. I am sorry for going over the 5 minutes a little bit there. I think I started rambling a little bit. Thank you for listening, and I hope what I said made sense in terms of KISA and everything else. Thank you.